Sawasdee Krap and welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. I'm Chris Howson, filling in for JP Mustanza. Today is Monday, September 5th. Now let's get to the news. Police are investigating the cause of a fire that broke out in the back of a small grocery shop in Ratsada last night. Firefighters were called to the shop at about 7:40 in the evening to find an intense fire and a large cloud of smoke billowing from the building. The fire was concentrated in a storage room and took about an hour to bring under control without it spreading to adjacent buildings. A man and two of his friends were in the home at the time of the fire, claiming they heard what sounded like electrical wires combusting before discovering the fire and calling the fire department. No one was injured in the blaze. Starting today, traffic fines within the kingdom are on the rise. The Deputy National Police Chief and Director of the Traffic Management Center outlined the new penalties last Friday, noting they would come into effect on Monday the 5th of September. These new penalties include motorists convicted of drunk driving now facing up to a year in prison and/or a fine of up to 20,000 baht, with repeat offenders within 2 years being facing up to 2 years and a fine of up to 100,000 baht. Traffic law violators will now face up to 4,000 baht for speeding, running red lights, or failing to stop at pedestrian crossings, while failing to wear a helmet on a bike or a seatbelt in a car will now cost you 2,000 baht. For a full list of the updated fines and penalties, go to thephuketnews.com. Phuket officials are expediting assistance to more than 800 people whose homes were directly affected by the flash floods that struck areas in Talang over the weekend. The governor of Phuket has set up a base of operations at Wat Nayang, from where more than 1,800 meals were delivered to people in need throughout the area. In total, 871 people from 372 households have been affected by the floods, many of whom have suffered damage to their homes and possessions. The flooding came after torrential downpours which saw 250 millimeters of rainfall recorded within just 3 hours. Although much of the flood water receded within hours of the downpour, disaster officials have set up large mobile pumps to help reduce the water levels in local canals as a precaution against further flooding and have been ordered to remain on 24-hour standby while the current spat of heavy thunderstorms continues. And Phuket taxis are dealing with yet another scandal after a video of a shocking encounter at Ratsada Pier over the weekend was widely shared online. 4 local tourists had just returned to Phuket from Phi Phi when a man chased down the passenger van they were traveling in and blocked it from leaving. The man and the driver then began to argue over who is allowed to collect passengers from the pier. The man argued that the van, which bears yellow license plates, meaning that it is legally registered to operate as a commercial passenger vehicle, was not allowed. The tourists were told to get out of the van and find another taxi. Wanting to avoid being caught in the argument, the tourist obliged. Officials from the Phuket Land Transport Office have said that the 2 men will be called in for questioning, with special attention to the man who chased down the van, which, quote, made a threatening or intimidating manner that damages the image of tourism. And that's all for Phuket Extra today, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. For more on all these stories, visit thephuketnews.com.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.